Hello, friends and family from around the world. This is Mike with Daily Events Worldwide, and we are on March 4th, 2025. Welcome to another surviving day on the planet. Welcome to the Daily Do, giving you your space weather update, earthquakes, volcanoes, and world weather. Always starting out here looking at amazing images of our sun, as we've had no major solar flares to talk about, nor coronal mass ejections coming our way. Quiet sun overall with C-class solar flares, and as well one plasma eruption. On the cresting view side, which is the last 48 hours incoming right here, little Earth to scale. Watch for the plasma eruption on the last few images right there. And outgoing, this is where we saw most of the activity, and as well outgoing coronal hole region. But now we've got another one that will be affecting us over the next 3 to 4 days. Looking at multi-spectrum, pointing out the last 48 hours of events, a couple notable plasma filaments, and as well active incoming regions. And of course, that monstrous coronal hole, elongated from the north, stretching across the equator, seems to be diminishing a bit in the southern region just after that most recent eruption. Stay tuned as we'll give you full details and updated imagery as they come in. All brought to you by Solar Dynamics Observatory, mixed here with Daily Events Worldwide. And thank you so much for pressing play. Looking at 171 angstroms here, amazing images. Love being able and so grateful to be able to produce, watch, and share these images with you. Having a look at our sunspot regions in motion, some pretty sizable sunspot regions, almost twin-like looking as they split apart, 4012 and 4007. Some pretty strong sunspot regions. Other than that, we've got 3 Earth-facing and 5 turning away. 4012 and 4007 could be the big players here over the next 24 hours. Current space weather conditions, there are none to report, and the solar winds are coming in at 467 kilometers per second. Having a look at our solar winds now, this is showing the last 3 hours. Solar wind speeds on the left and pressure on the right. And this is all due to our most recent coronal hole region that turned away. We've got a little void in between that and the next one. So solar X-ray flux right now is showing C-class solar flare, moderate at best. 2 strong ones today. Solar proton flux is low. KP index hopping up to a KP3. Having a look at the Space Weather Prediction Center showing their space weather spiral. CME shot out from Earth on the from the sun on the 1st. Minor impact tonight. So if you have clear skies, the auroras will be visible across Canada and parts of the northern United States, more westward. Tomorrow night, not so much. Having a look at Alaska 3, showing since March 1st, all of the activity on our sun, showing most of the CMEs taking off from the polar regions. And other than that, we haven't seen any strong solar flares this month. Stay tuned as we do try to keep you updated daily. And as well, check out the Daily Sun Short, so early morning update, and as well 8:30 daily premieres for the Daily Do. Let's get to earthquakes the past 24 hours as USGS is reporting 230 earthquakes across their USGS map. Most recent here being a 4.5, Hirara, Japan, 103-kilometer depth. Lots of activity across the Philippines plate and up into the Marianas Trench. Deepest earthquake past 24 hours, 225-kilometer depth. Takaka, New Zealand, 4.7 earthquake there. Kermadec Trench as well, 5.3 here. Solomon Islands, that is the largest the last 24 hours. Expecting something big here, folks. We've got deep earthquakes all across the world right now, and 4.7s at 2 Station, Alaska. Nelson Lagoon, Alaska, and Lots of minor seismicity building up into Anchorage. Notable earthquake here, Norman Wells, Canada. Northwest Territories. Things are coming down towards California. And Hawaii, only reporting one earthquake there, 3.0. Caribbean Plate still active, 4.7. Virgin Islands. Looking at San Pedro de Atacama, that's the deepest earthquake the past 24 hours, 238-kilometer depth. Notable earthquake here, Italy, minor at best. Bavania, 3.2. And those earthquakes are from yesterday across the Arabian Plate. 4.2 there, Tajikistan. Having a look now at the last 7 days for shakers and movers around the world, and I want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you for subscribing, all of the love and support to each and every video. I'd really like to get 1,000 likes in each and every daily update. Let's do our best to give a thumbs up if you're enjoying all these updates, information shared. Aware and prepared with daily events worldwide. You live in an earthquake-prone zone? Just be ready and have a plan. Hashtag no fear here. Just aware and prepared. Now let's have a look at the sulfur dioxide emission. It's a forecast brought to you by windy.com and as well our active and erupting volcanoes. Definitely something erupting northeastern parts of Russia other than the volcanoes in Kamchatka. We've also notable eruptions at Hawaii since the beginning of Christmas. Nothing new to report today overlooking North America and South America, but this map is a little bit different as we've got something encroaching from the southern hemisphere. So there has been eruption and as well Mariana Trench. Big plume here in the southern hemisphere south of South Africa. And that came from, looks like there's a huge volcano at Easter Island. Most likely, it's not the Heard volcano. I thought it was maybe the Heard volcano in the South Indian Ocean. But this looks like actually it could be the Michael volcano. We may have had a couple large eruptions from the Michael volcano. Also notable plumes here coming out of the South Pacific. Where are these coming from? I don't know, but that one looks like it came from the Antarctic. So heads up, everybody. We've got a lot of active and erupting volcanoes around the world, and we've got severe weather events unfolding around the world. And our planet is changing rapidly. Our conscious minds and hearts are changing rapidly as well. So love and respect one another. Let's get through this together, growing. Now let's have a look at world weather. We've got extreme weather event across parts of South America and as well North America. Massive system racing straight up the eastern seaboard into Canada, the Atlantic provinces. Snow on the backside of this system. Long-range forecast shows a very disturbing forecast. Multiple low-pressure systems coming in over the northern Rockies. High-pressure ridge coming in over the Hudson Bay. It's going to bring some cold weather and lots of extreme weather across North America. And look at all of these low-pressure systems. 8 low-pressure systems in the northern hemisphere, all encircling North American plate. One even racing over the Hudson Bay through Northwest Territories. It's going to be a wet and wild week ahead for all of North America, so watch for multiple flood watches and warnings. Stay tuned to your local forecast radio stations. Overlooking South America and Africa and Europe. Large low-pressure system coming into parts of Spain. Going to bring days upon days of rain. And as well, cyclone impacting Madagascar. Looks to be about a 3 or 4 day event. And then strong systems in the North Atlantic eventually will be making their way towards Central Europe, Ireland, and the United Kingdom. We've still got Cyclone Alfred, who is off the coast of Australia, looking to make impact over the next 36 hours as it does a drive-by. and then makes landfall over the next 72 hours, but might not even make landfall. It all depends on the timing. Watch for an even bigger storm event for the California coast and Washington than what we're seeing right now across central United States, northeastern parts, as we've got an unprecedented low-pressure system here affecting you guys. Looking at satellite imagery and projected forecast, United States being inundated, about 12 states being affected by this low-pressure system from New Orleans all the way to Maine. First wave, here's the second wave, which brought tornado warnings throughout the day from Oklahoma and Texas and eastward, and that's going to continue on through the night. Thoughts and prayers going out to everybody who will be affected. And as you can see, there will be snow on the backside of this system, as there is still a lot of cold air funneling down from Canada. You're welcome. And yeah, this low pressure system is a doozy. Look at the size of this thing. Literally half the size of the United States of America. Even the West Coast being affected by quite a bit of moisture coming into the BC Rockies. It's going to be an interesting transition into spring, having a look at our polar vortex right now and our upper level winds, as our upper level winds are coming in at almost 420 kilometers per hour in some areas. And look at where our polar vortex is spinning over. It's still oblonged, stretched over Russia, dipping down to parts of northern Africa. Looking across the Pacific Ocean for our trade winds, equatorial winds. This is what it looks like right now. And our upper level winds depict the polar vortex. And it's been a strong one and a pretty unique one. Right now, it is splitting. Over the next week, we're going to see what it does, as this is what it looked like last year in 2024 on this date. And this is what it looks like right now. Every so often, I like to show you these upper level winds depicting our polar vortex, as we are on the verge of spring, literally 3 weeks away, not even. Much love, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the show tonight. Thanks for watching. Stay aware and prepared. Stay young and have fun. And get your daily dew. Bye-bye now.